Welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to discuss an interesting topic about HYDRA. HYDRA stands for Hyderabad Disaster Management and Asset Protection Agency. It is a government agency responsible for urban development in Hyderabad. The agency was created to modernize the city, aiming to improve infrastructure and living standards. HYDRA has undertaken numerous projects since its inception, including road widening and the construction of flyovers. The agency also focuses on slum rehabilitation, striving to create a more aesthetically pleasing urban environment. However, HYDRA's activities have sparked controversy, primarily due to the demolition of numerous structures. These demolitions are intended to clear land for new development projects. Critics argue that the demolitions disproportionately affect marginalized communities. HYDRA maintains that its actions are necessary, claiming it is following all legal procedures. Nevertheless, the controversy surrounding HYDRA highlights the complexities of urban development. What is FTL and buffer zone? Full tank level, FTL, refers to the maximum water level a tank or reservoir can reach without spilling over. Buffer zones are areas around water bodies where construction and other development activities are restricted. These zones help protect water bodies from pollution, prevent soil erosion, and maintain ecological balance. HYDRA's demolition drive has faced legal scrutiny. The Telangana High Court has raised concerns questioning the legality and procedures of the demolitions. Several cases have been filed challenging HYDRA's actions. One of the main legal issues is the lack of transparency. Residents claim they were not given adequate notice and argue that they were not consulted before the demolitions. The court has questioned the haste with which some demolitions were carried out. Another legal concern is the alleged violation of due process. Residents claim that HYDRA did not follow proper procedures, arguing that the agency did not provide adequate compensation or rehabilitation. The court has asked HYDRA to present its side of the story. These legal challenges highlight the importance of accountability, emphasizing that government agencies must operate within the framework of the law. HYDRA's actions are being scrutinized to ensure fairness and justice. HYDRA's demolition drive has triggered widespread protests. Residents have taken to the streets, expressing their anger and frustration. Protests have erupted in various parts of Hyderabad. Affected communities argue that the demolitions are unjust, claiming that HYDRA is targeting the poor and marginalized. They accuse the government of prioritizing development over their well-being. Residents have organized rallies and demonstrations, demanding a halt to the demolitions. Some protests have turned violent, with clashes between residents and police. The situation reflects the deep resentment against HYDRA's actions. The public outcry highlights the human cost of development, underscoring the need for sensitivity and empathy when implementing urban renewal projects. Political implications of the demolitions. The controversy surrounding HYDRA has political ramifications. Opposition parties have criticized the government. They accuse the ruling party of turning a blind eye to the plight of the people. The demolitions have become a political flashpoint. Opposition parties are using the issue to mobilize support. They are portraying the government as anti-poor and insensitive. This could have implications for future elections. The ruling party is facing pressure to address the concerns. They are trying to defend HYDRA's actions. However, the government is also trying to distance itself from the controversy. The political fallout from the demolitions is likely to continue. It remains to be seen how the government will navigate this sensitive issue. Examples of demolitions and their impact. The Osmania Market, Old City, Malakpet, high-tech city of HYDRA's impact. This historic market was partially demolished. Shopkeepers lost their livelihoods. The demolition sparked outrage among residents. Another example is the demolition of houses in the Shaheen Nagar area. Residents were evicted. They claimed they were not given adequate compensation. The demolitions left many families homeless. These examples highlight the human cost of development. They show how urban renewal projects can displace communities. They raise questions about the government's responsibility towards its citizens. The future of HYDRA and potential reforms. The future of HYDRA remains uncertain. The agency is facing mounting pressure. The legal challenges and public outcry have put its operations in the spotlight. The government is under pressure to reform HYDRA. There are calls for greater transparency and accountability. Some advocate for a more participatory approach to urban development. Reforms should focus on protecting the rights of residents. The government should ensure adequate compensation and rehabilitation. There is a need for meaningful consultation with affected communities. The HYDRA controversy is a wake-up call. It highlights the need for a more humane approach to urban development. It emphasizes the importance of balancing progress with the